I'm a disgruntled Eagles fan, and we're awesome.
Hey disgruntled, I'm going to try to keep this video on the shorter end. Every time I say that, it usually be about 13 to 15 minutes, even 20 minutes. And I had a 30-minute video at one point, but hopefully that doesn't happen for this case because, to be honest, I'm very late in releasing this video. It's almost the start of the new week. Oakland versus the Eagles last Sunday is kind of irrelevant at this point. I mean, they may get a few clicks from Raiders fans at this point, but this is the Oakland Raiders versus Philadelphia Eagles recap, versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm just going to be going over the game quickly, kind of what I observed. I honestly didn't watch the entire game. I think I stopped about either at half or at the beginning of the third quarter. I stopped at the beginning of the third quarter because I had other plans that evening and they were getting blown out 30-7 or whatever crazy number that was. I think Raiders scored 30 consecutive points on the Eagles. When I left, the Eagles managed to score 15 points in the fourth quarter to make it 33-22, which is a lot closer than what the entire game was. And Eagles do that a lot. I mean, I think it's just garbage time points where teams let up and Eagles are able to get a crap ton of points. This was shown in the Buccaneers game, a little bit in the Dallas game. 49ers game is just we got corralled at the very last minute, and it's way too late when we're down 20 plus points and only 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, so we can't really do anything with that. Sadly, Miles Sanders got injured, and I think it's an ankle sprain. Let me look at how long they are projecting him to be out for. I do not know what the length is, but I do know that Miles Sanders did suffer an ankle injury, and it says Miles Sanders is week-to-week basis 2 days ago, so it doesn't seem like it's too bad. Another article says 2 to 3 weeks, so that's good news that Miles Sanders didn't look too serious of an injury. I felt really bad for him because he was really lighting it up that drive. Let me look at his statistics on that one drive, but he was actually getting used correctly, and of course that's when he gets injured. That's perfect timing. Not perfect timing, really bad timing. Of course that's how it's going to go when you actually start getting used like you're supposed to. I'm waiting for the website to load his stats, but I was not very impressed with this Eagles game, and I'm been saying that year in, year out, or not year in, year out, game in, game out, I feel like they're just finding new ways to disappoint me week in, week out. So he had 6 rushes for 30 yards. He had 6 fucking rushes the first drive, and he had 1 target, 1 reception for -3 yards. That reception was when he got hurt, but he had 6 rushes, 30 yards. That's insane. That's how we're supposed to be running Miles Sanders. Few times per drive at very least, and we're going to get first downs week in, week out. Luckily, that's not a long-term injury, but it's just one factor that is going to rule him out for Lions game, which may help us in the long term. But this season, I've totally negated the season because it looks like the Dallas Cowboys are going to take it away. They are first in the division. Eagles are tied for 3rd, Giants last. I'm pretty sure at this point, I think since the Giants beat the Panthers, we may be all tied for 2nd place right now at 2-5. There may be a couple teams, it may differ because I think we lost a divisional game against Dallas, so it may differ depending on that. I'm just rooting for the Eagles to get good draft picks at this point. To be honest, Miami Dolphins lost this game. Carson Wentz played 68 out of 68 snaps, which is really good, and they won the 49ers game, which is good for us. I know if they keep losing, then they'll have better draft picks, but we want the Colts to perform relatively good so that Carson Wentz keeps playing, so that they don't bench him at the end of the year. It's unlikely that they are going to do that, but if they continue to be bad, I don't see a point where they continue playing Carson Wentz knowing that first round is at stake, when they could just bench him and save that first round. So if they continue to do bad, then they're likely to bench him. But if they do middle of the pack, it's still really good because more than likely that Miami Dolphins and Eagles trades is looking like to be a top 10 picks, which is insane. That's very rare that happens. The last time I Remember, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars last year, and I think the Cleveland Browns also had 2 top 10 draft picks, which is insane. Honestly, we could get possibly 3 first-round draft picks in the top 10, but that's very unlikely due to how good Colts are playing, and Carson Wentz is playing his MVP self, so I doubt that's going to happen, but it's interesting to see and watch. This game overall, I just smiled, but yeah, it's just the Eagles look defeated on offense. We literally can't move up the field on some of the worst defenses in the leagues. Our defense can't stop Derek Carr. They're looking really great. The only plus side of that defense is pass defense. We are really good at stopping the ball, but we didn't really stop Derek Carr. We allowed Josh Jacobs to run up and down the field. He rolled out, but the other running backs were able to control the game for the Raiders, and that's kind of what I predicted during the preview game video a few days ago, almost a week now. I predicted that this is going to be a running game between Josh Jacobs and Miles Sanders, and for the first few drives that was the case. Miles Sanders was having his way, Josh Jacobs was having his way before they both got injured, and coincidentally, ironically, that they both got injured after I was praising them that it's going to be a running game and that they start to do good, so it's kind of a weird coincidence. Jalen Hurts looks confused and dazed, and it's looking like Howie Roseman is going to start shopping for other QBs, and we are in trade rumors with Miles Sanders. We may trade away Miles Sanders. If we do trade away Miles Sanders, this is very 100% Chip Kelly vibes I'm getting out of Nick Sirianni, where Chip Kelly completely cleaned the slate. He got rid of LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, etc., etc. You know how that all went. So if Nick Sirianni does trade away Miles Sanders, he is going to have a fan base that absolutely is going to hate him, because he's going to, if he continues to lose that. But as of now, he's 2-5. Traded away Zach Ertz, traded away Miles Sanders. You just can't do that to this organization. Those 2 players are the most loved right now, and you already traded one away. And we still got Brandon Graham, and Fletcher Cox, which is very lovable, but it's only a couple out of a Super Bowl team that was only 4 years ago. And basically all those players on that Super Bowl team is basically not on the team anymore, which is very sad to see. So that's all I'm going to say. I really don't have anything else to include other than we got smoked on long bombs, in which we are really, really bad at covering. We didn't keep it short and intermediate passes, which is why I believe that they were able to go down the field so easily, because they're really, really great at the deep threat ball, and we just didn't cover it well. We're really good at covering the short ball if we cancel out the long ball, if that makes any sense. But yeah, thanks for watching.